Hi, welcome to Muscoot Farm. It's springtime here at the farm, so today we're reading a book called Bird Builds a Nest by Martin Jenkins, illustrated by Richard Jones. Stick around after the book because we'll be making a craft bird nest. It's a beautiful day. Bird is up early. She's got a lot to do. First, she needs some breakfast. What she wants is a nice, juicy worm. Bird pulls hard, but the worm pulls back. It's a big worm and it's strong. Too big for Bird. Ah, this one's better. It's smaller and not as strong. Delicious. Now, Bird can get on with her work. She's not looking for worms now. She needs twigs, lots of twigs. This one is too heavy, and so is this one. All of these will do fine. Bird can carry one large twig, or two medium-sized twigs, or 3 or 4 small twigs, although it's hard to fit that many in her beak at once. She's building her nest. It's not quite finished though. Carefully, she pushes a twig into the side of the nest and pulls its end back out. Pushing and pulling, she gets all the twigs in place. She works for hours, flying back and forth, fetching and carrying, pushing and pulling. She sometimes drops a twig, but it doesn't matter. She's looking for softer things now. Dried grass and feathers. They're very light. She can carry lots of these at once. She tucks them into place, turning around and around, pushing with her whole body. She makes a snug little cup, smooth and soft on the inside. The nest is ready and waiting. Can you guess what it's waiting for? Eggs! 5 of them, speckled and beautiful, getting ready to hatch. All right, so now we're going to make a bird nest craft with some simple items that you probably have lying around your house. I'm starting with a paper plate that I'm going to cut in half with some scissors as best I can. Then we're going to paint the back side of it with some brown paint. We're all painted now, so I'm going to put this to the side to dry. And I have some brown paper that we are going to turn into our nesting materials. So what I'm doing is I'm folding it back and forth, and I'm not making each fold even either. And this is just going to give it a more natural look. And we're going to use some scissors to now cut, and this will turn into our little twigs and small branches and materials that birds like to use to make their nests. To make it look like it's really something from nature, I'm just kind of crumpling it all up with my hands. Now we're going to take our 2 plate halves and put them together, making our nest, and we'll use stapler to staple the 2 ends all the way around. that's going to be the front of our nest. And we're going to use some glue. Okay, lots and lots of glue. And we'll put on our nesting materials very generously. Give an extra crunch. And then we'll try and get whatever we can to stick on. Your hands might get a little messy doing this, but that's okay. See if you can find the little spots that need some more. Ah, this looks so cool. Okay. So again, we'll let this dry while we make our little birds. So for the little birds, you can use pom-poms or just draw a shape out of construction paper. And I don't know, maybe like a circle shape for the head and then a larger circle for the body, or maybe just one kind of half circle for the whole thing. We'll see. And I'm going to cut out a few little triangles for beaks. I'm using yellow. You can use orange or any color you want. And now I'm going to use glue on my birds to put on some googly eyes. And the beak. So cute. Our birds are done, so we're going to put a little glue on a popsicle stick and put our bird on each one on another popsicle stick. It's very cool how different birds build different kinds of nests. So in your travels, if you come across a nest, you might be able to tell what type of bird is living in there or is going to be laying eggs in there, even if the bird's not around, just by looking at the type of nest. If it's more organized, if it's more messy, if it's more muddy, how big it is. So that's very cool. Ours, I don't know what kind of bird might live in here, but today it's this purple bird. I secured our little birds with extra tape, and now I'm going to flip carefully our nest over and then put these birds in. And I want them just peeking out because they're still babies. So I want to make it look like they're still kind of small. Okay, another one. So there we have our finished product, and you've got your own nest. Thanks for watching, and keep a lookout for nests in your backyard.